Hello beautiful eyeshadow lovers, I am so excited because today I am doing a collab with my good friend here on YouTube named Nat from Lilms Nat. Yes, I am so excited because we are doing a full face using the Friendcation palette from Dose of Colors. It looks like this, super beautiful, I'm so excited. Now let's just hop into it. Alright, so I have already primed my eyes and set them with my loose powder, and I'm going in with that same brush that I set them with into the shade Necessary. If you've noticed, my lighting is a little bit different today because it is so gray outside, and the quality of this video would have been absolutely terrible, so I turned on this light and turned on my little vanity light. I had to. So I'm still dipping into the shade Necessary and just putting it all over my crease. I am so beyond excited. Okay, so Nat found me, I'm pretty sure through Laura when we did our first collab, or I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so she saw me the first day I was wearing this shirt, and I think one of her first comments was like, "Hey, you like Jack Daniels? So do I." And I was like, yes. Nat, can I tell you? Yes, I do like Jack Daniels, but one year I wanted my husband to come with me to a party as like a couple's costume, and he has a Coca-Cola shirt, and I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna get a Jack shirt. Yes, to be Jack and Coke, and everybody thought it was funny. We went to a party with a whole bunch of older people. It was great. They thought it was hilarious. Because, you know, normal couples costumes, they're like, what I wanted to do was like me be a parrot and he be a pirate. He wasn't down for that. Because I told him, I was like, I want you to wear makeup. Not down for that. Okay. Alright, so another portion of this collab, we are going to be talking about our whiskey horror stories. Now, me, I don't have any whiskey horror stories, but I do have a tequila horror story. And the tequila horror story is only because I don't know what happened completely that night. You know the first time you ever experience a blackout, you just wake up all confused, and for me, I was completely scared. So that's my horror story, basically. I'll get more into it later on. I just want to jump around here and talk about Nat. First and foremost, Nat, you know I love you. Absolutely. I love the fact that she calls me. She's the only YouTuber that actually calls me and sees how I'm doing, just talks to me about collabs, bounces creative ideas off of me. Love you, Nat. And she lives like a couple hours, I think we timed it. I think it's like an hour and a half away that she lives from me. That's not far at all. At all. Now, she lives right near Houston, while I live more north, I guess. Yeah. She lives to, I know which side, but I don't want to say it, you know? I don't want people to stalk you, Nat, which I think is hilarious, okay? So Nat and I exchanged addresses before we ever exchanged phone numbers. I thought that was so funny. Oh, goodness. She, for me, I love to go watch her channel. She's so open and just talking about her stuff. She's so beautiful. I love her eyeshadow looks. She does a grungy look so well. I love her smoky-eyed looks. They're so, if they were a flavor, they'd be delicious. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I love the fact that she calls me. I love the fact that she takes notes. She's very informative, and I feel like she just knows what she's talking about. If she reviews a product, I know that she has used it multiple times in order to make that review. You feel me? I don't know. I love that about people. I don't like people that are just like, it's alright. Sometimes I do that because I'm like, I haven't really formed an opinion, but when she comes on and does her review, you know what it is. And the fact, okay, so I was talking about her grungy eyeshadow looks just a second ago, yes, but this lady comes on and has a bottle of moisturizer and says, or like something like this, and she's like, I'm gonna make a look using these colors. That's awesome. I love it. I love the fact that she can do that. Okay, I am going to be taking this thinner brush and dipping into the shade Churro right here. It is a more of a warmer brown. I am going to be making a smoky eye today because we are talking about how I became the tequila queen. And let me tell you, I already know that I have this issue. I'm just going into necessary again and shading it out. I already know that I have an issue going, oh, I can be better. I can be better kind of thing. So my ex-boyfriend, we were serving together, and he was telling me about his best friend coming back from deployment here in a few days, and he has never seen anybody drink as much tequila as he and I. And he tells me, knowing that I am competitive, he says, oh, but I know he can drink more than you. So me, when his friend comes back, his friend is John. When John comes back home, he's been gone for a 10-month deployment, mind you. So I'm like, oh, I am going to beat him at taking shots of tequila. He's been gone for a deployment for 10 months. There's no way. No way. Because on deployment, you're not allowed to drink. So, like, there's no way he can beat me in shots when I've never been deployed. I've never had to really take that long of a break off of alcohol. I know I'm going to win. I know this. So, my ex-boyfriend decides, okay, I'm going to buy the bottle then. He buys a big bottle of, I think it was Jose Cuervo. And I remember about 4 shots in, his friend and I take a picture together. Now, I've never gotten this picture because, you know, my ex-boyfriend was just that kind of guy. But we took the picture. I remember this. And then I kept asking him, are you good? Are you good? And he goes, stop messing with me. Stop messing with me. Like, he goes, oh yeah, I'm good. I'm really good. I promise you, I'm really good. So we get to about 7 more shots in. Mind you, this is 11 shots. I'm not used to taking shots anymore, or at all, shall I say. So I remember me standing up from the table, saying, oh my gosh, that looks like a comfy chair. I'm gonna go sit in it. And I sat in it, and then I woke up in my bed with my shoes off. I was like, what? What happened here? Like, what happened between the time I sat down? And that was so scary to me because I don't have any memory of it, and I absolutely don't like that at all. Like, and it wasn't scary because I knew I was with my boyfriend who would never let anything happen to me. And his friend, who is a really respectable person and just really cool kind of guy. So it's about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning when I wake up. I walk over to my boyfriend's room. I'm banging on the door like, hey, you were gonna tell me what happened. What the hell happened? And basically, I was told, I got to the chair and I leaned over to the table and put my head down and I started like bouncing my head to the music while my eyes were shut. And then my boyfriend and his friend picked me up via the arms underneath me and walked me to my barracks, took my shoes off, and let me go to sleep. And that's my horror story. Literally. Literally. I don't like the fact that I don't remember it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's horror for me. Like what happened? You know, just how did I get here? You know? I don't know. I don't know. But I've never had anything tragic or bad happen to me. I don't condone drinking at all. I don't. I was 25, or no, I was 23. 23, yes. I don't at all say, yeah, you should drink to have a good time. No. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, in no way, shape, or form am I like, yes, you need to be drinking. No. No. But it's my fault because I know I'm competitive and I know the fact that when somebody tells me I can't do something, I want to do it that much more. You know, a lot of times I'm like, that's fine. But my boyfriend just brought that evil side of me. That's why he's my ex-boyfriend and not my husband. My husband knows I have a competitive side, and he knows I don't like to play games. So he doesn't force me to. He's so good to me, I swear to God. But that ex-boyfriend. No. So I'm telling you all now, if you have a competitive side, don't be drinking. I just, in the center of my lid, used my Urban Decay primer potion in the center to make a halo, dipped my pinky into the shade called Just a Kiss right here, and just tapped it over it, making kind of a soft halo eye today. Nothing too crazy. Now, like I said, I do not condone drinking. I do not say that it is the funniest time of your life, because I've had some of the best times when I was completely sober, and I love it because I remember all of it, and it's just the best. So, the reason why I'm called Tequila Queen, though, is like I said, my ex-boyfriend and his friend were carrying me right to my bedroom and going to sleep. So from where we were at the party, there's only 3 of us, to my room we had to go through basically like a grassy, muddy area because it had just rained. My shoes were so muddy, that's why they took them off of me before I went to bed. But when I was passing all that area, there is a little picnic area so the people that smoke could go outside and just sit there and smoke. Now, a lot of people that I knew were outside, of course. By the way, this all happened at like 11 o'clock at night on like a Friday or Saturday. Everybody's awake, everybody sees this, yes? So everybody is watching these 2 guys take me to bed, right? They all know that it's my boyfriend and his friend, so nobody thought twice about it. But they took me to my room, let me pass out, and when the next day, when I had seen all of my friends, they were telling me, yeah, we saw you take them away, and I was saying, like, yay, I beat him in shots, and I really didn't. But I was, like, so excited. I'm sure they told me that just to, like, cheer me up or something. But I was like, yay, they beat me. I beat him in shots. And John was like, yeah, you are Tequila Queen. You are Tequila Queen. So every time I've heard Tequila Queen afterwards, it was kind of a funny remark thrown my way kind of thing. And yeah. Not so good. Not so good. But it was definitely a lesson that I learned not to be so competitive, especially while drinking. Alright, since it's a full face, I am going to take this eyebrow brush, or, well, it's a liner brush, but I'm going to dip it into the shade Cheens right here and use it in my eyebrows. Now, I love this shade for my eyebrows right now. Maybe it's because it's too dark outside and it just looks good, but because that can very well be the problem. I'm going to take this spoolie at the end of this eyebrow pencil. Just run it through, make it look as seamless as possible. Yeah, so I know a lot of people have a lot worse of horror stories, but literally, like, the fact that I don't remember not only makes me mad because I want to remember things, but I think that's scary. I don't like to think about that. I can't remember one night and I don't know what happened. I truly don't. So, like, none of it came back to me. None of it, you know? So, I wish I remembered it, you know? But, oh well. Nothing happened to me. I'm completely fine. I'm not sad or crazy over it, but, you know, I wish I remembered it. So I am going to take this fluffy brush. Hope to God this works. Dip it into the shade Girl Bye right here. Very lightly. Tap it out and also place it on the back of my hand for the first time and go along my cheeks. Just like that. Yes. Okay, cool. It's such a pigmented shade that I was worried. See, it's so pigmented. Okay. So, my problem is bronzer. So I'm going to dip into the shade Necessary first to hopefully get like a contouring shade out of it. Wish me luck. So I just do this on the back of my hand, dip into the shade Necessary, pounce it out. Ooh, I don't see it. Yes, yes. Does anybody else have a horror story when they were drinking? I thank God that, like, nothing happened, you know? Like, I'm sure Nat's horror story is going to be much better than mine, but at the same time, like, I'm so thankful that's the only thing that happened, you know? Like, my boyfriend was not a nice person, but he would never do that, you know? Like, he was rude as ever, but he wouldn't. So, I am going to add some mascara. I'm going to use the Superhero by It Cosmetics. Oh no, I didn't put anything on my lower lash line. Any eyeshadow anyways. Oh well. It's a good look. It's raining outside today. I'm not going anywhere. I put on chapstick. I'm going to dip into Girl Bye with my pinky once again. that color. Oh, pretty. Yay. Oh. Okay. Man, if this was a lip shade, I would wear it. Alright, that is everything from me. If you are new here from Nat's channel, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you enjoyed my whiskey slash tequila story. I'm really a vodka type of lady. You know, a vodka and cranberry juice, vodka and orange juice. Those are like my drinks right there. But I hope you enjoyed my horror story. At least it's a horror story for me. If you are from my channel and you've never been to Nat's channel, please go over there. She's such a sweet lady and she's so awesome. She loves Game of Thrones like the rest of the country. I'm sorry. Shall I say 90% of the country? And ever since the last season, about 20% of the country still likes it. Anyway, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I hope to see you guys again in my next one. Love you all. Bye!